Hey Techstars, again I'm Nate Schrader. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Omber, and just going to give you a quick demo of what we've built to help make hiring more efficient and faster for hiring managers, and also a better experience for candidates. All right, so you can see here I'm logged in. This is the hiring manager view, nice and simple view. You can see here I have my team in the top left. Imagine if I was a hiring manager in a large organization hiring for a sales group, and also maybe a recruiter hiring across functions, another team maybe for marketing or engineering. You could set up your team and invite different team members, different reviewers, and even different hiring managers there. Or if you're a recruiter, also, you could have different clients. Anyway, I'm going to add a new team. I'm going to say team name. I'm going to say software team. For a company, I'm going to say Nate's Recruiting Company. I'm going to add that. You can see now it is set up, software team. Now, let's pretend I'm a hiring manager. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create my first job. This is going to use one of my job credits, and it's ultimately going to let me set up automated screening questions that then I can send with an invitation link to candidates. All right, let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to hit create new, create my first job. Let's say it's a DevOps engineer. I'm going to set up that job. Here I could put my job description. This is a rich text input. Obviously could use AI to generate the job description, or typically probably copy paste it from my ATS or even my LinkedIn post for my company, whatever I might have for that job description. I'm going to publish the status here. I'm actually going to say it's open. I can choose if I want this to be audio only. For example, if I don't want to see the candidates for bias purposes, or I can choose to have it be video. I'm going to go ahead and do video. And then also other features like how many takes do we want to let the candidates have. I'm going to say 1, maybe it's higher stakes. Or you can let them have 2 or 3 takes because you want them to show up really in their best self as they do these recordings. Finally, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set up my questions. So nice and simple. You can see in the future we have an intro option for hiring managers to send their own video to the candidates when they start the screening. For now, I'm going to skip that. That's in development. I'm just going to go ahead and set the questions up that the candidates will have to answer. First, I'm going to say, tell me about your experience and why you're a good fit for this role, right? Obviously, you can set up whatever the question I want to ask as a hiring manager. I can also set up multiple. I'll set one other up as an example, and then we'll move on. Tell me about a time you set up a DevOps strategy and what were the results. Great. You can see I'm also setting this up as required. Great. Now you can see I've got the job description, the job created, and I have my questions. I can order them in any order I want. And then I'm going to go ahead, and now this is saved. Lastly, the final step as a hiring manager before I get to see all these candidates answering these questions is I click share. Like you'd imagine on any file storage type system or calendar management automation platform, I can quickly hit share, and then here I'll just enter in the candidate's contact information, one candidate, for example, or it could be, let's say I got 500 resumes and want to send it to 50 candidates of the resumes I liked, put their emails in here, and hit send. For now, I'm just going to put myself in here, obviously. You can see that I've added the candidate, and I'm going to hit done. I can also copy the link if I wanted, for example, to send this in another message from another platform. If I wanted to embed the invitation link into my ATS system, whatever workflow you have at your company or whatever hiring workflow a company needs to follow, they can use this link very simply and get the screenings. All right, so that's the workflow. The other thing I'll just mention is obviously the candidate side, where they would go ahead and they would actually get the link, open it, and submit the recordings. That part of the workflow is in development and will be ready in the next couple weeks or later in July. So we won't show that today, but wanted to show you what we have and excited to keep building and obviously keep growing the use of Omber with our customers. Thank you so much.